never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all okay, or if you're new here, welcome. So this morning I just thought, I'm having a lovely morning to be honest with you. James is out at football with Blue and I have 2 whole hours to myself. 2 hours. So I thought, while my camera keeps going blurry, I thought while I have this amazing opportunity, I'm gonna have a sit down and we're gonna have a catch up. Sorry, I've been trying to have a sip of that. I thought we'd just have a bit of a catch up, and I also thought what I'd do is run through with you some things that I like to do with my skin when I'm having my no makeup days, because I know especially a lot of you guys will understand when you want to have your no makeup days and you're feeling really crap about yourself, you just kind of feel like you want to look a little bit better. But I completely get that a majority of the time, the same with me, I do not have the energy to put makeup on. It's a massive effort to put makeup on, and like even the whole like taking it off and stuff, it's just so much easier not to wear any. So I don't often wear makeup, to be honest with you, I've already told you that, but I do tend to do some things with my skin when I am feeling a bit down and I am feeling a bit like, oh, I want to have a bit of a pop in my skin. So I just thought I'd tell you about that this morning, and also while I'm doing that, have a bit of a catch up with you about what's been going on, where we're up to. So firstly, let's discuss my feeding tube because this has been the biggest nightmare going, honestly. So if you'll remember, before I got my teeth done, so before I even got Blue, we're talking like 2 months ago, I went to an urgent appointment to see my doctor because I had really bad problems in my feeding tube. And if you watch, I'll link the video down below, but if you watch the update that I give on that, I was so happy with the appointment. The doctors are going to help me, like they had a massive plan in place. I was so happy with the appointment. My mum was as well. What's the date today? So we're halfway through August. I've not even heard anything. That is literally where I'm at the moment. So literally I haven't heard an absolute thing. So first thing I often like to do is because I'm quite a pale person, I often find that I like to put tinted moisturiser on. So one of the things that I use, the one that I use is just a Dove one. It's literally just from a supermarket. So it's just a moisturiser. I literally just put about that much on, like literally the smallest bit, and it just kind of gives you a really light tan. So if you're having a lot of no makeup days like I do, I often find that just putting this on, it just makes you feel like a little bit better. So it's literally just use it as a moisturiser, and I put this on, I'd probably say like twice, sometimes 3 times a week. So I thought I'm going to do this morning, but because it is tan, you have to make sure that you literally make sure it's everywhere, because the amount of times I put this on and I end up with like an orange here, I have like an orange streak down here or something. So you have to make sure that you definitely rub it in properly. So what I was saying is, I haven't heard literally a single thing from anybody. I have chased people, I've rang up my consultant, I've rang up the gastro team, I have emailed my doctor's secretary. Honestly, I've not heard anything. So what I decided to do a couple of days ago was actually, if you remember from the update, the first step that they wanted me to take was to get referred to the stoma nurses. So I actually decided that I was going to contact them myself, to be honest with you. So I contacted them last week and they told me they had no referral for me. They didn't even know who I was, but they was really lovely and said that they are going to help me. So they, at the moment, I'm just leaving that with them, and they said they're going to contact me. So yeah, that's basically my update about my feeding tube. It is still really sore. I'll show you what it looks like today actually while I'm sat here. Probably doesn't look that bad from the angle I'm at, but oh, I've got all the cream on, but it is still looking really red at the, like behind it and stuff like that, so it's not doing so great. I still need to clean it today. I haven't even cleaned it yet, I'm just too tired today. While that is sinking in, so a lot of the time you can't like do anything while that's sinking in. My weeks at the moment are just like really slow, to be honest with you. There's not really much going on, so I'm actually still waiting for a referral from my therapy, which is really annoying because that was again like 8 weeks ago, maybe longer. But things at the moment are just so slow within the NHS for referrals, and it's just, yeah, it's just not ideal at the moment. So I am still waiting for basically to be referred to a therapist. So I think that's why I'm still struggling, because I'm not able to have my sessions and like just get all that what I need to out. So I am still struggling mentally, and I think that's why I feel like I've been so out of sync with everything as well. So yeah, that's an update on my therapy situation. Second thing I often like to do, so because I've put that tinted moisturiser on and that's probably now set in, if I wasn't going to put that on, I would probably do this step anyway, but I'd moisturise first with probably this one. So one thing that I really like to do is I like to use, like, I don't know what it's called, luminising primer. So often people put this on before makeup, but I like to put this on my no makeup days because it just gives your skin like a really glowy impact to it. So this one must have been about £2.99 or something. So the brand's L'Oreal. I'll leave all the links down below for all these products, but it literally looks like this. Put on as much as you want, and I'll just show you what it does in a second. It just literally makes you so glowy. And I just think when you're having no makeup days, it's nice just to feel like your skin's looking good. And I just find that this is just something that kind of makes you look like you've got makeup on even though you don't. But one thing that I would absolutely suggest is to make sure you wipe it off your lips, because you end up looking like an alien. But yeah, because I've got moisturiser on in that tinted moisturiser, I didn't need to put any more on, but I would have absolutely had to put moisturiser on before this because it would have just stuck to all the wrong places. So I'll wipe them. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see the difference because obviously it might look a bit different in this lighting, but it just kind of gives you like a little bit of like a glow. And I just find that like from wearing like having a really no makeup day, it makes you feel a lot better about yourself. So I tend to do this quite a lot. One other update I probably got for you is, I can't remember if I've really gone into this too much detail with you, to be honest, but I really struggle with ovulation pains, and it's something that I have for I'd say about 2 years, and it never used to happen. Like my periods I'm quite lucky because they're quite normal, I'd say. They're not amazing, but they're compared to what some people go through, they're quite normal. But the one thing that really affects me is ovulation pains, to the point where I'm bedbound for a day. I have pains all down my leg. Whichever side I'm ovulating on, I have pains all down that leg. It's really bad. So basically, I rang my doctors and I just said, please can you tell me if this is normal, because I kept thinking it was normal, because I actually have an app on my phone which is the Flow app. I'll show you, it's really good. So if any of you like want to track your periods and stuff, it's a really good app to have. So it's literally just an app, and like it logs you can put in there when you due on and stuff like that. So every time I tend to get ovulation pains, I check my app and it says, oh yeah, you're ovulating. So I know that it is that, but because they're that bad, I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to ring the doctors and say, is this normal? And they basically said they think it is. They really shouldn't be that bad, but a lot of people do sometimes get really bad ovulation pains. So what they've said that they're going to do is send me for an ultrasound in both my ovaries, just to make sure that there's no cysts or something like that, because she said one thing that can happen is you can have a cyst and then when you ovulate it might pop, or it might just get worse and then whatever. So she's just going to send me for an ultrasound in both of them. This was a couple of weeks ago now, and she said the waiting time is probably about 8 to 12 weeks, but at the end of the day, I've had these for 2 years, I can wait another 12 weeks. So at least it's in the pipeline that I'm going to get checked. So I feel a lot better about that, because if there is something wrong, then at least I know about it. But that's another update about that. Other than that, there's not, I don't think, too many updates, to be honest. Like I said, my life's very repetitive at the moment. It's just literally work, like you guys know, obviously work full time, and I'm just extremely tired at the moment. So I feel like it's literally, I'm just going through one of them funks in my life. Like I said, I'm still struggling mentally a little bit, and I know it's normal, and I think I'm just looking forward to finally getting referred for therapy and just trying to better myself, etc. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go and finish off this little catch up because I've been talking for so long, and obviously commence with the weekly vlog after this. So I hope you're all doing okay anyway. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and I hope you enjoy this week's vlog. Okay everybody, so if you can hear a weird sound, it's just baby Billy playing with a toy. I'm about to go out actually. So my dad's actually going into hospital for we're not entirely sure, but probably about a week from tomorrow. So before he goes in, me, my mum, my dad and brother, we're all going to have like a nice family night together. James is working. I was going to get takeaway, like watch some films and stuff like that, and I'm actually going to stay over at the caravan tonight with Blue. So it's going to be really weird because the power goes out at well, as soon as you turn the generator off, but it has to go out at about 11:30. Mum and dad go to sleep because it's really, really loud. So it's going to be a bit scary, I think, staying in the caravan, like just me by myself in like a really dark place. I have no electric or anything, so we'll see how that goes. But just packing my bag to go. So yeah, I'm staying there tonight, so I can say bye to my dad tomorrow before he goes into hospital. So yeah, it should be a nice night. Blue's come with us, like we said, so it might be a bit hectic with all the dogs.
Oh, hey man. Welcome. Take a seat, dude. One with the wind, one with the fire, one with the soul, one with the sky. Forever.
Right, so we're at the caravan, like I just mentioned, that we've come here tonight, and I thought I'd try this out. So my friends Cassie and Renee, oh, are you barking at the smoke? My friends Cassie and Renee bought me an oil diffuser for my birthday last year, and I packed it away in a box and thought that is something that I'm well going to want for the caravan. It's just been sat there, so while I was here with my brother, I just thought I'm going to set this up. And it's really cool. Hello. Oh, thank you. But honestly, look how cool this is. I don't know if it's supposed to smoke that much, to be honest.
Yeah, she dropped in a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, right, it says put in, alright, hello. It says put in 5 to 6 drops of essential oils, and I literally just tipped it to do drops and it just all poured out, so that wasn't my fault. But anyway, this is what it looks like. How cool is this? I don't know if it's supposed to come out that much altogether though, but you can change the light of it.
You can press the mist thing.
But that's a cool one.
It.
Oh, you can change the mist?
No, yeah, so it comes out a little bit. It says you can, but I don't know how to do that.
These are the lights that my dad bought us, by the way, for when we have no electric tonight. I can put that on. Is it supposed to have that much smoke? Who knows? Oh, it says 60, 120 or 180, but it doesn't tell you which one you're on.
It's coming out more.
Is it? Oh, there, look, mist, 60. That must be low. That must be high. 120. 180. Whoa. Is that you? Oh. He's got his vape. I honestly thought that was 180. Whoa.
Fucking hell, it's well like this one. Look at that. It's a smoke room.
So everyone, it's the first night in the caravan. James isn't here. We have currently no electrics. It's late, so we've turned the generator off. So I'm literally in bed with one of them torches that I showed you before that my dad got for us. I've also got a torch here just in case I need to get up in the night. Yeah, it's very bizarre. I feel really weird. Blue's really unsettled. Like, look at him. He's just laid on the side of bed. His feet are down there. He won't settle down. I think it's just because he's not used to it. All my eczema's flared up and I don't know why. That's why I look a bit red. But you're just a bit unsettled, aren't you? Yeah, he don't know what to do with himself, so I'm going to try and get to sleep anyway. I know I said I was going to show you some of where I put my medical stuff. I completely forgot before because we were just like I said, we got a takeaway, we were just watching a film, mum and dad, and time just gone really quickly, so I'll show you all of that in the morning. Yeah, he just is really unsettled, so I'm going to try and calm him down, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Good morning everybody. So I actually had a really good sleep, weirdly enough. So this is about the second time I think I've said, or third time, can't remember, staying in the caravan. And it's just nice, you know, like just waking up, like being in my own home, and yeah, it's really nice. So I'm just currently boiling a pan of water because I can't turn my kettle on to make a brew. So I'm boiling a pan of water. I literally feel like I'm camping, but yeah, just boiling a pan of water for my brew. I'm gonna start work in a second, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you know that last night went okay. It wasn't really scary or anything. Obviously I had Blue with me. I know I said that I was going to show you where I keep, so far where I've put all my medical stuff, so let me finish boiling my pan and then I'll go and show you what that looks like in that room. Okay guys, so as you know, this room that I'm currently in is my office. This is pretty much going to be my room. So these cupboards up here, we was unsure whether we was going to take these out or not because they are quite big, and like when you step back over here, like they're literally massive. It's because there was 2 single beds in here, so that's why the cupboard's normally there. But what I've decided to do, so because I'm still at James's, half my stuff isn't here yet, but half of it is, but they're really handy to keep my feed in. So in this cupboard, I've not fully organised everything yet, don't get me wrong, like there's still lots of stuff I need to bring out, a medical cart and stuff like that, but what I'm thinking is all my feed's going to go in here. I've got a couple of syringes here and the meds that I picked up last night are all in there, or the other night, I can't remember when that was. So that's all in that side. I think I've still got some feed on that side as well because I just seem to have loads at the minute for some reason. I think I've just had a delivery actually, that might be why. That's the backpack that I got from my pump. So if you can see when they're in the normal containers, like the packaging it comes in, look at the difference of how much room it takes up compared to taking it out. So that's just 3 there, and then in this side that's more than 3, and it's so much easier piling them up like that because you can get so much in there. So what I'm thinking is one side's going to be all of my feed, and then the other side is going to be, I don't actually know, to be fair, don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to empty all of that out, so that's all in there. I'm going to put my medical cart that I've got probably down there somewhere. I still need to sort my ring light out and then mirrors, and then the only other thing that I've got that I find really annoying is, I think I told you before, right, but when you've got like a feeding tube, you literally have so many boxes, like all of my water bottles, like my plastic bottles, my giving sets, like all that, it comes in massive boxes, and I don't know where to put them. Like if I was to empty them all out, then they wouldn't fit in that cupboard. So me and my dad was basically like, I wonder if they'll fit in here. So please excuse a bit of a mess, but it doesn't look very great right now. But basically we've just put my spare giving sets in there, and then we've got my water bottles in there. So what I tend to do in my medical cart, when I have everything sorted, I'll be able to show you properly, but I normally have some giving sets in my medical cart, and then I just kind of take them out and fill it up. So these are just going to stay in here, so they fit quite nice and well in there really, and you can't even see, the door shuts fine as well. So yeah, that's where everything is at the moment. Like I said, we're still not living here, so everything isn't still here yet. I still need a lot of my medical stuff at James's house, and it's just frustrating because I'm like back and forth at the minute. Yeah, the plan is for the rest of the day, I'm pretty much just chilling here. I know I mentioned the other day about the reason why I'm here, just because I was spending some time with my dad before he went into hospital. I don't want to go into too much detail, only because I haven't asked him if he's comfortable with me telling everyone like what's going on, but I'm just gonna let you know he's in hospital at the minute. So he went in today, and we think he was going to be in hospital for about a week. He's got an operation today, so today's going to be a bit stressful, just because we're going to have to wait to hear from the consultant like how well it went and stuff like that. It's quite a big op, it's between 5 to 10 hours, so it's quite a big one. So I think today's going to be a bit stressful, just trying to wait to hear, like, do you know when you just can't do anything with the coronavirus and everything going on, like we can't even visit him next week because he's going to be on a green ward, so it means that it's completely COVID free, so they don't want anybody coming in basically. So it's going to be a bit stressful, but at least I'm here, I'm with my mum, with my brother, so I can support them, they can support me, etc. And just can't wait already to speak to him. If and when everything's a bit more normal, I'll probably update you just with what went on and what is going on, etc. Like, although I put my life on social media, I sometimes don't know if my family is comfortable with me putting their life on social media as well. But yeah, I'll just update you. I don't want it to seem like I'm being secretive or weird, like to kind of like get you to ask me what's going on. It's just I just genuinely don't know yet because I didn't get a chance to ask him. Can I not even film anymore without you trying to pull the camera out of me? Excuse me, can I have that back? Can I have my camera back? Out. Blue. Please excuse the mess, guys. This is the state of what happens when you have a puppy as mental as Blue. Why do you look like Sid the Sloth right now, Blue? He literally picks everything up from wherever it is and brings it in. So all these that you can see on the floor have literally been somewhere and he's got it out. Right, Blue, that's enough now. He's trying to get this off my camera, which is just the arm string. And I have gotten to that point where it's just my tubes, you know, the one thing that helps my conditions, and at the minute that's what's causing me the most pain, and it shouldn't really be like that, but okay. Yeah, no, honestly, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Like, I'm like, I don't know, I need a minute, I think. Right, let me just have a minute to let that information sink into my brain and we'll catch up later on. Hello everybody, so it was actually yesterday that I stopped filming after I got that phone call, so I just thought I'd do a bit of an update in regards to what that phone call was and what was said. So I think I've already said in this vlog about how annoyed I am at the situation of what's happened with my feeding tube. So if you remember, I saw my doctor before I got my teeth done, so this is talking the beginning of June. Before I actually got Blue, I had the appointment. I'm more than sure it was before I got Blue, so that was a while ago. And I was seen as an urgent appointment. Like, you guys know how much pain I'm in with it, how much it's causing me pain, and like how much it's causing me like anxiety, and like it's just an absolute nightmare at the minute. So anyway, I got an urgent appointment with my doctor and he took me really seriously. I even said to you after I had my appointment about how thankful I was at how well the appointment went, because he was taking me seriously, like he was listening to everything I needed, and he put in this massive plan in place of what would happen, blah blah blah. Since I had that appointment, nothing was done. Like, literally nothing was done. I emailed his secretary, I rang the gastro department, I emailed him I think, and I had literally no response whatsoever, and I was told that the stoma nurses would contact me. Absolutely nothing. I got no one back. So last week I was speaking to her more about like how much pain I'm still in, and she was getting really frustrated for me, so we decided to take it upon ourselves to just ring the stoma nurses directly, because I was supposed to be referred to them. So all I did was basically found the number off the internet I think, and just basically rang them and just said, look, I'm supposed to be referred to you, I know you might not know who I am, but I just thought I'm gonna go straight to you and just see if you even know who I am, like what can you do to help me, etc. And they hadn't even heard of me. They had no referrals, they had absolutely nothing, but they was absolutely lovely. They listened to me and they was like, right, even though I've not got a referral, we will help you, and they basically will help me. So it was absolutely amazing. And then basically they just had to figure out who was best to help me, because they don't have to deal with feeding tubes, and only deal with like stoma bags and stuff. So anyway, someone called me yesterday, which was a lovely nurse, and that was a phone call that I just hung up on when I spoke to you yesterday. So it wasn't a great phone call, I will be honest, but not because of her, just because of what she said, but it was just the truth of what she said, so it wasn't anything she said to upset me, if that makes sense. But basically, she said that my feeding tube, she believes that the reason why it's leaking so much acid is because the tube's been in for 8 years, and over 8 years the hole that my feeding tube was inserted into is over time stretched with tubes, with like changes, with whatever, so there's more chance for acid to leak out of my bowel into my skin because of the gap. So she suggested that I needed a bigger tube, like a thicker tube, a bigger balloon in the back, or a brand new tube in a new place, which is what we've already discussed. She kind of went through all the options of what she could do for me right now. She asked me about all these creams, if I've tried them, and I had honestly tried every single one that she'd recommended. The one cream that she recommended to me was Ilex, which is what I'm already using. I'll show you that. I think I've already showed that loads of times, but that's the one that creates like a big barrier around it. So she basically said to use that, and the only thing she can do at the moment is prescribe me some kind of padding, like some bandage type padding that will help with the burns. So she's prescribing them anyway, but she's basically going to write back to my doctor and say that she believes that I need a new tube. So that's where we're at, and I feel like at the end of that phone call I was just a bit disappointed, not like I said with her, just at the situation, because I've waited 2 months to be told what I already thought anyway. You know, I need a new tube, which is what I've already told my doctor. The feeding tube I've got in, if you remember, is a thicker one than I previously had. They put a bigger Mickey button in than what I previously had, like a thicker one to try and help with the leakage, but that didn't help. So what I think the next steps are right now is get in a longer tube back in, so not a Mickey button like normally, like your first step once you first have your PEG inserted. So I think that's my next step, and I don't know how I feel about it. I think because I'm so used to having a button, I'm not used to having that long tube again, but in the same sense I'm in that much pain, I'm willing to do anything. So I think that is going to be the next step, but we're just going to have to see. So yeah, I don't know, I just feel deflated again today, and it's so frustrating because I felt so positive after that appointment I had with my doctor, and it was just like, literally, it's like I just got deleted from the system. As soon as I spoke to them, as soon as I had an appointment, it was like, no, that's it, I'm not going to see you again. So yeah, I just feel very I just feel down today, just because I feel frustrated. That's it, the only word to describe it. I feel really frustrated because I'm in so much pain with my tube, like so much pain, and I've waited 2 months to be told that nothing can really be done. It's what I suggested in the first place. So I'm now going to have to wait for my doctor again to basically say, yeah, we need to put a different tube in. And I don't know if I don't know what the situation is like with Mickey buttons. You just take them out and put them back in. Like when it's a longer one, do they have to do it surgery wise, like put it in from the inside? I don't know. So if any of you guys have ever gone from a button to a longer one, please let me know on what the process was like. Was it kind of like a procedure, or did they literally just take it out and put it in? I don't know how it works, because when I had my Mickey put in after I had the long tube, it was when I was having an endoscopy at the same time, so they did it while I was asleep, so I don't know how they did it. But yeah, that's my update for you, and I just don't know how I feel about it. Yesterday when I hung up the phone call, I remember I had the phone there, and for like 10 minutes I was just sat there like trying to process the phone call, because I think I was just expecting her, like positively thinking she was going to say, there's this amazing magical cream that you can use that will fix your tube. I think that was in my head. It was just proper like positive thinking of me, and I know that's the way you should think, but to be told something that you don't want to hear, it's not the best news. So anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm desperate for a brew after trying to process all of that information, so I'm gonna go get a brew. Blue is being surprisingly quiet, so I need to double check what he's doing, and then we'll catch up soon. So yeah, at least I've given you the full update now of what's going on. Hello everybody, I just thought I would quickly jump on and just close off this vlog because I feel like the time is getting on it. I know I'm absolutely terrible with the timing of these vlogs because sometimes I just can't stop talking. But yeah, I just thought I would quickly just say bye and thank you so much for watching this vlog. I'm glad that we managed to catch up a little bit and I was able to give you quite a fair few updates. I know I've still got a long way to go with a few things that I'm waiting for, like my therapy and other things going on, but at least I feel like we are slightly progressing with my tube. Although I've waited so long to hear anything and it wasn't the news I wanted, at least I feel like I've got one step out of the way now. But yeah, just please let me know if you have any video requests from me. I know I've not really been as consistent as I normally am recently, but I'm sure you can appreciate that. I know I mentioned a while ago that I am still just trying to manage myself and just take it a step at a time, and obviously there's been a few family things going on recently as well, but I do have a lot of things lined up over the next few videos that I've already planned out. So if you've got anything that you'd like to see from me, just let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. And yeah, I really hope you are doing okay as well. Let me know how you all are in the comments, and can't wait to catch up soon. Also, by the way, I do actually think I'm uploading another video this week. Don't hold me to it because I do know what I have been like recently, and some days I'm just not doing as great as I want to be, but in my head I know that I am planning to do a video to upload on Wednesday or Thursday this week, so fingers crossed all goes to plan and that actually gets uploaded, but if not, I should speak to you on Sunday. So thanks so much for watching again, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!
Call us crazy, but things are finally right. You and I, the future